Hi, in today's video I'm going to be talking about how we honored my daughter on her due date. My daughter was born December 20th and her due date was March 26th, so we had 3 months before her due date was to come after we lost her. And the first month I just remember feeling like completely numb, just absolutely depressed. We were like still in shock from the whole situation because it was a very sudden loss. Like, my daughter was completely healthy before we had lost her, and so yeah, it was just all so much, like, to go from that to like losing my daughter, having to have a funeral for her, like all those things. We were just like so in shock and numb, and that first month was like awful. And it's still awful. But after like the first month we started to like function a little better. The second month really sucked too. And we weren't numb anymore, so things were hitting us harder. And month 3 came around, same thing, like things started to hit us even harder as the time would go on. But in the 3rd month I had a lot of like time to process things. Like, I was really processing a lot. Like, I had been processing all of this like for 3 months, and in that 3rd month, like, I feel like I'm in a better place, even though I'm still depressed. Like, I'm still like grieving super heavily. Like, I feel like I'm finally like in a better place, and her due date was coming up, and I knew it was gonna be hard, but I felt like in a better place, so I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. But I had visited my sister like in that 3rd month, and she lives in Arizona, and when I was with her I got to process a lot of things. And I don't know, I wrote something out for her due date while I was there, because I was like, I'm not sure how I'm going to be on her due date, but I want to share something for her, so I'm going to write it like while I had like time to myself there. And I felt the need to write something to her for her due date. So I had done that and was very emotional over that. Kind of processed her due date a little bit there because I was writing as if it were her due date. And so the week before her due date, like, I was feeling what I thought was better, but I know that my body felt it coming, because I had like chest pain and neck pain and arm pain, and I had pain all over. I even went to the doctor, had to get chest x-rays and stuff because I had like this intense chest pain, and my body was kind of like in pain everywhere. And all that, with all that, like, I found out I'm fine. Like, it's probably just from grief and stuff, and I think my body just could like feel her due date coming, and like just, I don't know, kind of went wacko. But I emotionally felt like kind of okay that week, kind of okay. But her due date was that Saturday, and I don't know, I just wasn't expecting it to be as hard as it was. When Saturday came, like the night before, I was like just chilling, like not thinking too much about it. So I thought, like, oh, tomorrow, like, it's not gonna be too bad. Like, our friends had reached out saying they wanted to do something for her due date if we felt comfortable with it. And I like had planned for my friend to make a cake for her, because it wasn't her birthday, but it was the day we were looking towards as her birthday, like my whole pregnancy with her. And so I had her make a cake with her name on it, and then my friends wanted to come, and I thought, oh, we could have cake or something, but it's hard because going through something like this, you want to spend time with just like me and Andrew just wanted to spend time together on that day and not be around people. But then at the same time, like, thought we want people to celebrate her, I don't know, or remember her today. And so it was like hard to know what to do. So they just said, if you want us to, like, we'll plan on coming at like in the evening, and if you don't, like, don't worry about it. So we were just gonna play it by ear, but we had something planned, and I was getting a cake made for her. But her due date came, and I woke up that morning and just like my entire body hurt. Like, since she had passed away, like, sometimes the emotional pain would like actually feel physical because of how like much we were hurting. And when her due date came, it was like felt so fresh again. And I woke up and I was so much more sad than I expected to be, and my body hurt. And Andrew and I were hurting a lot that day. We woke up and we were like crying. Like, what felt like at least an hour. We just laid in bed holding each other crying. And like I said, I had planned to post something for her, and I had written it while I was with my sister. So after crying and time thinking about her and with Andrew, I looked through what I wrote and added a few more things that I was feeling that day. So I got some pictures together from the day she was born and the professional pictures, and I made like a post for her. And I had made a video like a month after she had passed away sharing her story, but I did not post it until her due date because it was like too hard for me to post for a long time. And then as I got closer to her due date, I was like, I'm feeling ready. Like, I think I'm gonna post it to honor her on her due date. So I ended up doing that on her due date, and I'm glad I did, because then people were able to like remember her on her due date. And so I posted a post to Instagram that I had written out, and then I posted her video, Shiloh's story, that video. And it felt good to do that because it felt like today's Shiloh's day, and like I want, even though it's hard to post this and all that, like I want to do this for her because I want people to like be remembering her today. And so we did that. My mom had stopped by and brought us some things. Like, she brought us a gift, a pink blanket, and just some big flowers that were pink, because pink makes us think of Shiloh, and dessert, and just like some random things like that. And we were planning to see her that day. I wanted to get, so the March birth flower is a yellow daffodil, and the December one is a narcissus, which is a white daffodil. And so there's also quite a few different December flower type things like the holly or the poinsettia. But I wanted to get her yellow daffodils and white daffodils to represent her birth month and her due date month. So I went to the store with Andrew and we were looking. I was gonna get her fake flowers so they would last longer since they were going outside. So we went to the store to grab some fake flowers, and they didn't have any white daffodils, which I was expecting because I know they're like the December flower. So I got these ones that were white and then the center was yellow. So it was like a mixture of both daffodils and it felt like a mixture of the two, so it like represented both within one, and I just thought that was kind of cool to find. And then we went to a store to get real flowers for us, and I was hoping to get real of both of those, but they didn't have the December one, so I just got yellow daffodils for us. And we went to go see her, and we put the flowers in like a light pink vase and brought them to her. And yeah, it was really hard to see her. Like, I didn't really know how to process it because I haven't gone to her grave very much since she's passed because I feel more of a connection to her here. I know it's really hard for Andrew to go to her grave, and I guess it's hard for me too, and it's hard for me now, but then my mind was kind of like, even though I wasn't in shock anymore, when I would go there I felt in shock because even though I had accepted she had passed, when I would go to her grave, like, I was in shock because it really sucks to see your daughter's name and her birthday being like her only date, like her birthday and then her end date, it was the same. And well, just seeing your daughter's grave in general, like, that's just nothing about it. There were so many things that shocked me about it, and that's one of those. But also, like, it takes a while to get her stone. Her stone wasn't there yet, so you can still see the outline. It's just hard. And when I was there, I felt like shock. And Andrew's crying, and I'm just like staring, like not able to react at all, and just like, it's really hard. But we went there, and we actually got to go there Easter too, which was yesterday. Yeah. And I cried there for the first time. Like, I felt like the shock of going there had finally went away, and I was able to cry and sing her song to her and all that. And they both suck. Not being able to feel your emotions and being able to feel your emotions, but I do prefer being able to feel them. But so after we had gone to see her. We stopped by Andrew's parents and they gave us like a little planter that was little rain boots that were pink with white polka dots, and they had white flowers coming out of them to put like in our landscape to think of her, and that was really sweet. And we came home and we watched Shiloh's story, the video I had made, and I had made it and edited it, so I had like processed it a little bit, and Andrew had not, so it was really hard for him. Very emotional time, and yeah, it's emotional. Everything's kind of emotional now, but we watched that. Someone brought us a meal that was really sweet. After I had shared like her post, someone had reached out to me and was like, I'm thinking of you today. I would really like to bring you a meal. When would be a good time? Like, and that is how you do it. Like, people are so awesome when they just reach out and say, I'm going to do this, what time? Like, that just feels the best, because when you're grieving, you can't make the decisions, and you already like feel bad people doing anything for you too. I mean, that's just how I am in general, so it's so nice when people say, I'm going to do this, like, you just tell me when it's best. So that was really nice. And then we ate that, and we decided we were like feeling a little better after like being able to heavily process it all day. We were like, okay, I think we can plan on our friends still coming, and they reached out to us and were like, are you still up to having us? And we were like, yeah, I think we are up to having you. So then our friends started to come, but first my brother stopped by and shared a dream he had had like the night before like her due date, and it was really special. He had a dream that like he had got to like see her life play out. Like, I guess what I should say, he got to see her as like a baby, like a toddler learning to walk and all that, and like her life kind of playing out like as it should have, I guess. And around the time when she got to our age is when it like had stopped, and he like saw her and they were talking, and our family was there, and he was like so happy to see her and was introducing her to all of us. And he said she looked like me and my husband's dad, which looks like my husband, so I think he just meant she looked like a mix of me and Andrew. And he said she was really tan with dark long hair, and she looked like, you could tell she had not like lived on earth, like she had not spent time on earth, because her body was like perfect. Everything about her was perfect and very like angelic. And so he went to go like introduce her to all of us, and when he pointed to Andrew and I, she said, I know them. They're my mom and dad. I know their voices. And then she started going around and saying who everyone was. I just thought that was like the sweetest dream. I was like, I really hope that dream is real, like, because it was very special to me. So it was really sweet that he shared that, because I know he probably felt like it was hard to do. not sure how we would feel about it, but anything about Shiloh, like, we love to talk about her and all that and remember her, and nothing about her could be any more upsetting than stuff without her. Like, you know, we always want her to be a part of things, so I never want people to feel like they can't tell us those things. But I was just like really, really happy he shared that with us. It like made my day. It was like hard, but special. And then our friends started to come, and my friend came first with the cake, the one who had made the cake, and it was so sweet. It had her name on top. It was light pink and white wording. In cursive it said Shiloh Jade on top, and she had drew out her birth flower in white frosting on the side, so white daffodils, and then on the other side it had her birthday. And it was just so sweet, and I love seeing her name on things. Like, even though it was like a hard day, like, it was special to see her name on a cake. And I'll see if I have a little picture, because I feel like I forget how to insert pictures on videos. But yeah, here it is. So it's Shiloh Jade with pink sprinkles, white lettering. So cute. This is the birthday side, and this is the flower side. So that was really sweet. It made my day to see that too. And then my other friend and her husband came wearing pink, and I was like, oh, I wish I would have like themed it for people to wear pink, because that's her color. So they came and they brought a charcuterie board, and everything on it was pink. It was so sweet. She had like pink pretzels, pink chocolate, even the cheeses were pink. Like, this is a pink cheese ball, and this was pink and white like cheese. So it was just like crazy. I thought it was so sweet that they thought of her and like personalized even their like little snack they were bringing to like be about Shiloh and pink like that. So that really made my day, and I'm glad we were able to have them come by. I'm glad they like thought of us and wanted to do something for us that day. And it's really hard for us to celebrate things. Like, it's really hard like when holidays come and stuff like that. Like, we can't really be around people on those days. And it kind of feels like that. It kind of felt like that on her due date, but it was different because I like wanted to for her. And I'm glad we did, because it was like something to celebrate her. And like, it's not like we invited everyone. They just said, hey, like, if you're okay, we'd like to come and do something for her. So it felt good to have people, and we had like the whole day to process things for Shiloh, and then they came, and that was really special. And people sent us flowers, bought us flowers, or brought us flowers and cards. That was really sweet. I'll see if I can find the picture of the flowers. Here they are. So there's the daffodils we bought, and then someone had these sent to us. My grandma got us these, and our friend got us these, and then we got some cards. So it was just sweet to see how people thought of us that day. So that evening we ended the night by lighting a candle that's in memory of her. Someone sent me this, and they sent a little note that had said like thinking of you and all that, but they didn't put their name, so I have no clue who it is that sent it to me. So if it's you, thank you for doing that. We decided that this candle that was sent to us, I think I showed you in my last video, So this candle, we decided we're gonna light on her birthday every year. And so we thought we'd also light it on her due date. And so we lit that and just thought about her and held each other tight. After everyone had left, it was just me and Andrew. That was how we ended the day. So it was nice to make the day about her. It was a really hard day, but it felt special because it was about her. So I wanted to make this video to kind of remember her due date. I did not want to like vlog it or anything like that. I was not wanting to do anything like that on the day. It was a hard day, and I just thought I would make this video to kind of remember what we did and how the day went, since it was too hard to capture like any of it. So yeah, thank you for kind of remembering her due date with me. And every time you watch a video that's about Shiloh, like, you're thinking of her with me, and that means a lot to me. So thank you for that, and thank you for supporting me by watching it. And I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.